Okay, we ready?
Well, good morning. I hope you're doing well. We are back in Grim Dawn, and once again, Worlds of Vision has come through with some great advice. He said that the blueprint I was looking for could be bought at Homestead. So, after looking around for all of the vendors, finding the vault finally, I came across the quartermaster here,
See what's left of my wares.
who has recipes and other things that you can buy at different levels, including Revered, which we don't have yet. So, at first level, Friendly, there are two things you can buy. Something called Courageous Tincture, which has a 30-second skill recharge, Tinctures have shared cooldown, so 30-second skill recharge, 10-second duration, 18-meter radius, 60 to defense ability, and increase armor by 25%. And Dermaperin oil, which has a 900-second duration, plus 80% to acid damage, plus 80% to poison damage, and of course you can only have one oil working at a time. And I usually use the Jelly Balm, which I only have one left. And then we get to respect it. And there's various weapons, various blueprints. The blueprints: Fervor, Sanctified Bone, Bind Carapace, Leathery Hide, Lunar Sledge, Solar Belt, Bloody Whetstone, and Hysteria. So we definitely want that one. While we're at it, Leathery Hide, huh? Plus 6% to health, plus 32 armor, and 25% reduced stun duration. We'll take that. We'll learn that one. Bind Carapace. 24 armor, 55 physical damage retaliation, and plus 12% to all retaliation damage. I want to say I have that, but at the same time, I'm not sure. We'll buy it. It wasn't cheap. Sanctified Bone gives you plus 18% vitality resistance, plus 12% chaos resistance, plus 8% damage to undead, and plus 8% damage to chthonic. And Fervor, 2 to 6 lightning damage, 15% fire damage, 15% lightning damage, plus 3% to attack speed, and 8% to vitality resistance, and it grants the skill Fervor. Oh, wait. Oh, shoot. Did I just sell those back? I think I did. Alright. Let's close that and then use them. Okay, we've learned Fervor. We have learned Sanctified Bone. We have learned Spined Carapace. We have learned Leathery Hide. And we have learned Hysteria. And what else do you have for me, dude?
See what's left of my wares.
So we got the Bloody Whetstone, which is 30 bleeding damage over 3 seconds, plus 5% crit damage, 30% bleeding damage with a 30% increased duration. And the skill Decapitate attempts to decapitate your foe with a deadly attack capable of causing intense bleeding. The Solar Belt. Now, we probably don't need these. They're pretty low level, but 24% lightning damage, 24% vitality damage, 24% electrocute damage, 24% vitality decay, random stats, and plus 1 to all skills in Shaman. And it grants the skill Lightning Bolt. And Lunar Sledge. It's a two-handed mace. $440 internal trauma over 5 seconds, plus 8% crit damage, plus 8% physical damage, 89% internal trauma damage, plus 44 to offensive ability, 7% to attack speed and random stats. Requires a physique of 442, which we don't have. But we'll go ahead and grab it.
Iron well spent.
So we have learned those, which leads me to believe that there might be some recipes back at Devil's Crossing I might not have gotten. We should go look there too.
Come see what's left of my wares.
Now, that was under respected. So if we go under honored, which apparently I can get stuff here too, we can get potent beast tamer's powder, which apparently gives a bonus to pets of 28% to all damage and 8% to defensive ability. So there's a couple of different versions of that. There's a regular one and a potent one. There's Raincaller powder. 25% lightning damage, 25% electrocute damage, 18 plus 18 to defensive ability. It is applied to all one-handed weapons, shields, and caster offhand. There's a potent version of that. Then we have the Dermapteran Chitin, which increases armor by 4%, 8% pierce resistance, 10% reduced stun duration. And again, there's a potent version of that. Stone Tusk Hoof. 25% physical damage, 25% internal trauma damage, 35 armor. Once again, there's a potent version. And Void Vine Powder. 8 fire damage, 25% fire damage, 6% chaos resistance. And again, a potent version. And there's 2 more blueprints. We have Harvest Defender, which is a rare shield, and Solar Waste Guard, which is a rare belt. Well, they're kind of expensive, or else I would buy them too. Maybe when I have some more gold. Then we have this. Writ of Homestead. Faction documents recognizing you as a paragon of their people. Does not stack with mandate. A mandate will overwrite this bonus. Reputation gain increased by 50% with Homestead. But it is not cheap. It's like almost 100,000 iron bits for it. So we'll skip it for now. And then at Revered, there's a mandate, which costs a whole... Well, no, it doesn't cost a ton of money, but we don't have enough reputation for this stuff. There's an Empowered Bolts Bitter Weapon, assuming that's some sort of gun or crossbow, and a Solar Girdle, which is a belt. This is a prototype weapon, this Bolt Spitter. And other various weapons, we have Solar Storm Powder and Flame Weaver Powder. And we have, well, like I said, the mandate. But we don't have the rep for it yet.
Iron well spent.
Okay, so we have the blueprint. Now, there's our Smith.
To my forge.
And we can make hysteria. So we have everything we need to make hysteria. Ooh, we're going to lose a lot of elemental resistance. But that's fine. Now, with that, we should finally be able to make Savage. And there we go. We have it. We have unlocked an achievement. Transcendent Power. So, we're going to hold on to this one. But we now have Savage.
Don't get killed out there.
He goes, don't get killed out there.
Got something you need, Stash?
And here it is. The Vault Keeper.
Hold on to that for you.
Right next to the forge. Now, ask me if I'll remember this in a couple months. I probably won't. I really, really, really feel like I want to go to Homestead, not Homestead, Devil's Crossing and see what I've missed there. Who are you? Salvage dealer. You're just a regular vendor. Salvage dealer. Quartermaster.
I'll give you a good price on what I've got left.
So we're only at respected with Devil's Crossing. You need to work on that. Stoneheart oil. 900-second duration, 30% shield damage block. Bliss blood tincture. Adds poison damage. Chance for the target to fumble attack for 2 seconds. And chance of impaired aim for 2 seconds. Various weapons. And blueprint. Rotten Heart. A long silent heart shriveled with necromantic power. We'll grab that. Focusing prism. We'll grab that. And that one is crit damage, spirit, and skill energy cost. Blueprint relic. Blade Sworn Talisman. 10% chance of 36 to 55 physical damage, 8% to all damage, 13% to offensive ability, 12% pierce resistance, and the skill Mutilate. Well, it's not really all that good for us anymore, but we'll grab it. Blueprint Relic, Gunslinger's Talisman. 5 to 6 elemental damage, 7% to all damage, 5% to attack speed, 12% to pierce resistance. And Volley. We don't really use the guns, so Aether Soul. Aether damage, defensive ability, Aether resistant, less damage from ethereals, less damage from Aether corruption. Oh, and I see we did lose a good bit of cold and lightning damage. Let me see. Hold on. Yeah, we did. So we'll have to be a little more careful. Silver core bolts. Again, we don't use ranged weapons. Gluttony. I don't think I got gluttony. No. Did get focusing prism. Gluttony. 16% vitality damage, 16% vitality decay. 2% of attack converted to health. 6 health regenerated per second, 10% ether resistant. Breath of Death, a wave of vampiric energy erupts from you. And
See you around.
We've gone through a lot of iron bits, so we'll be wanting to make that up. Oh, and right, I have totally forgotten that I have points available to spend. Now, we want it to get up to Ember Claw. In order to do that, we need to spend several points into Occultist. So, we put 2 points into Occultist. That will get us up to 17. We need 20. Then we will stick a point into I want to say Blood of Dreig, but perhaps we should put another point into Ground Slam. There. So that's done. And now we have 3 points to spend here. Now, I am looking for something with lots of pet bonuses. Well, Night Talon has lots of pet bonuses. This would give me 15 cunning and 8 health regenerated a second, and give the pets 20% to all damage for the first tier. That could be a good one. Huh, hammer and anvil. Interesting. We have the Hound, which gives me plus 15 to physique, and the pets plus 8 to health. The next one would increase my armor by 6% and 30% to all retaliation damage. And the last one would give the pets another 12% to health and 15% reduced stun duration, while giving me 20 physique, increased armor by 9%, and 40% to all retaliation damage. That might be a good one. The Stag would give me physical and bleed damage while giving pets bonus damage. Here they get more bonus damage and pierce resistance. Here they would get physical damage and defensive ability. Not a lot though, but I would get more health and defensive ability and retaliation damage. And then the final one would give them another 50% to physical damage while giving me physical bleed damage and physical resistance. And offensive ability to pets, 20% to all damage, 3% offensive ability, and put 30% to all damage, 8% to crit damage. That's another good one for the pets. There's a few in here. There's one called Empty Throne. Now that has some nice... This has got ether resistance in it, for me, and ether resistance for the pet, and reduced freeze duration. Pierce resistance for the pet, chaos resistance, reduced stun duration. Chaos resistance for me, and reduced stun duration. Wolverine. 10% pierce resistance, 15 defensibility for me, 30 to armor, 30% to all retaliation damage for me, 15% to vitality resistance for the pet, 25 defensive ability to me, 15% poison and acid resistance for the pet, 4% defensive ability for me, 10% physique requirement for me, less 10% physique requirement for melee weapons, less 10% cunning requirement for melee weapons, and 5% defensive ability for pets, 3% movement speed for me, 30 armor, 50% to all retaliation damage, and bleed resistance for the pet. That's kind of a balance between me and the pet getting something. Ooh, that would be a great... This would be a great tree, but I would need 15 in Ascendant and 12 in Eldritch to even unlock it. So let's see. Well, that would give me 6 in Ascendant if I complete it. The Wolverine. This would give me, Empty Throne would give me 5, but I don't think it really, well, it does have pet bonuses. Hound would not help because I need it in purple and green, and that's blue, which is order. Now Toad would give me 3 and 3. So it would bring Ascendant up to 12 and Eldritch up to 6, which would be, that would mean I'd only need 3 more in Ascendant, but I'd still need 6 more in Eldritch. So I think we start with the Toad. That gave us extra health, extra spirit, extra resistance, and it gave the pets a bunch of extra damage and a little bit of attack damage converted to health for them. Alright, we're going to need quite a few more shrines. I don't know if there are that many more shrines. Probably are. Well, now, that was a long... that was a long look at everything. But, let's go and test this somewhere, shall we? Because I have a new skill to test. So, back to Homestead we go. And find some mobs to kill. And test out this new relic. Thought that for sure there was a way through from back here. There's not. Wait. Right there. That wasn't wrong. Black Legion, huh? Oh, there it is, the Stormhound. See it? And it doesn't last long, but they usually don't. That shrine's already been restored. And that place is evil, but it's got a chest in it. And we kind of need the money to make up all that gold we just spent. I don't know, seeing these fields empty with these baskets just turned over any which way, kind of just makes the whole place feel a little creepier. Like they had to leave before they could finish whatever they were doing. Which is probably true. Thank your pets. And there's an upstairs to this, I just realized. Whenever, is there anything worth going up for? Probably not. Does not look like it. I don't see any floor bits or anything hanging out up there. The sound effects are super creepy too. Oh, we got incoming. Don't rest on your laurels yet, guys.
That skill's not ready.
Now, I have noticed there's only a very small chance of summoning the Stormhound. Like a 3% chance, but still. Any chance to summon another pet is always good. I'll take those things. Take all those things. And so sorry for your death, dude. He tried to hide. Who knows, he probably starved to death over there. Because he couldn't escape. The noises they make. Even the scarecrows come to life. It's kind of creepy. There's the Stormhound again.
Can't do that.
Okay, so we are getting the Stormhound to show up. Would you go inside the building? Oh my god. Alright, stop it. Thank you. My mouse is acting up, which means it probably needs to be charged. All right.
That skill's not ready.
All right, I guess we are heading back to Homestead then. As soon as my mouse reacts. There we go. All right. So once again, thank you to Worlds of Vision who helped out. We now have the relic we've been wanting. And it looks like we might have a little bit of fun in Homestead before we head back. We'll see. Next time. Until then, bye for now.